All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, Makakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And as you can see, up here I have a painting, and it's written by, well, illustrated by a man by the name of Thomas Cole, and it's pretty much a series of paintings, and a series of 5 paintings in the series is called The Course of Empire. All right, in this picture you see right here, this is the 4th painting, and the title of this painting is called Destruction. And as you can see, it is the Roman Empire. All right, it's an illustration of the Roman Empire being destroyed. All right, and going into the series of which is man, he portrayed the course of empire. All right, the paintings, that there's 5 stages. All right, the first was it's called the savage state. The second is called the Arcadian or the pastoral state. The third stage is the consumption of empire. The 4th is destruction, and the 5th is desolation. Okay, and you can Google search it. All right, it's called The Course of Empire by Thomas Cole. All right, and it's showing you and illustrating to you that every empire has its time to rise, and every empire has its time to fall. All right, and fast forward into today's time, so-called America is no different. Okay, going into Daniel's the 4th chapter, what says this is by the decree of the watchers, and to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. All right, that basis of men being the so-called white man Esau Edom. All right, the Lord took him from the cliffs of the rocks into, you can see sky-rise and high-rise buildings, okay, to where he is the ruler of this world. All right, showing you the power of Yahawah. But unless this man has been built up for an occasion, okay, like it tells you in Job the 14th chapter, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, and as thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, knows his time is up. Okay, he knows and studies history. He knows that empires have their time to rise and their time to fall, and he knows that his time is up. Okay, he's ruled a healthy amount of years. All right, in his prosperity. All right, that scriptures talk about woe to that bloody city. Okay, that's been established by blood. All right, Esau knows there's a recompense coming onto him. He knew that it will only be a certain amount of time that he will be able to get away with. Get away with what he's been getting away with. All right, so right now Esau's whole thing is he's trying to escape his judgment. He's trying to do things like reverse his curse. Okay, being that he wants to escape the Lord's judgment by trying to be seeking after ways via his technology to live forever. All right, trying to find things like digital immortality, freezing his body. All right, so he can probably shoot it off into space, some sci-fi thing, and wake up 7,000 years later, and so his seed would be prolonged. All right, but that's not the case. Esau is set to this place because he's set for judgment. The so-called white man cannot run. All right, and going into this painting, all right, the fourth painting, the number 4 means mercy. All right, it's called destruction. Okay, and again, you can Google search this. It's pretty interesting stuff. All right, and the last painting, the 5th painting, being titled Desolation. All right, and that's what's coming to so-called America via these nuclear missiles. All right, so let me just get started and roll out some precepts. All right, so this is Lamentations chapter 4 in verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. And what is that cup? All right, slavery. Okay, that cup of slavery that's been passed on to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and their Americans are going to be passed upon all of our enemies. Okay, exclusively being Esau Edom. All right, but also you other heathen nations that have joined hand in hand, going into Psalms 83rd chapter. Okay, you're getting ready to drink of the cup that has been pushed onto us. All right, the Israelites. Okay, you are all going into slavery. All right, your land's getting ready to be destroyed. All the things you built up by rape, robbery, and murder, okay, theft, deceit, is going to really be a recompense onto you. All right, we're pretty much thrown back on your face. All right, because the Lord has remembered the things that you have done unto his people. Okay, why is America crumbling before your eyes? Because YAHAWASHI is getting ready to destroy this place. All right, because according to biblical prophecy, so-called America is Babylon the Great. Okay, but continuing, thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. All right, this place is being exposed. All right, on every angle. All right, its own people. All right, Esau's own people is coming up against him. You know, being Satan divided against Satan. Okay, in this kingdom, that means this kingdom cannot stand. Okay, you know, everybody's jumping ship pretty much for America. All right, everybody's getting out of here. Okay, because they know that this place is on its way out. Okay, you have, you know, Esau's so-called white man's false hopes and dreams. He still thinks he's gonna fulfill his new world order. He still thinks he's gonna chip everybody. All right, we said chip being the mark of the beast. Okay, he still thinks he's gonna rule forever. Okay, because that goes into his vain hope, and that goes into the Lord hardening him, because the Lord wants to make an occasion of him. Okay, you know, him going in the heavens and fighting against Michael and YAHAWASHI, you know, and the angels. Okay, the Lord wants a show. Okay, you know, what fun is it if the so-called white man gives up? All right, but this is that where we just, you know, I just read Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad. You know, enjoy this. This is your kingdom. This is Esau's blessing. Okay, when Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau, okay, Esau's blessing was that he would have the fatness of the earth and he would rule by the sword. Okay, which he does. All right, but the thing is, it was for the set appointed time. Because why? Because Jacob is going to rule over Esau. Okay, one people shall be stronger than the other. All right, and the older shall serve the younger. Okay, and the older, Esau being the firstborn, and then Jacob being born right after. All right, but the promise went to Jacob, not Esau. All right, so again, going to this painting, all right, that is the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire fell. All right, but the Roman Empire is again here today. Why? Because that, going into Revelations, that deadly wound being healed, okay, of the beast, that beast system. Okay, the rulership of the so-called white man, all right, is revised here in so-called America. Okay, rebirth. Okay, you're going into the Renaissance, all right, to where you have to where Esau is in power today. Okay, but what did the Lord say in Malachi, the 1st chapter? All right, you know, the Lord has loved Jacob and hated Esau. Okay, he said he laid his mountains in his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. He did that in ancient Rome, the Roman Empire, and he's getting ready to again do it to so-called America. Okay, Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we return and build the desolate places. Okay, and that desolate place is the ancient Roman Empire revised again here in America. What did the Lord say? They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord YAHAWASHI shall have indignation forever. All right, and the Lord indignation rests upon sinners. Okay, that man of sin, the man of perdition. Okay, being the so-called white man. All right, again, going into just understanding history. All right, you know, the Lord talks about in the scriptures all the great empires of old. Okay, the ancient Egyptian empire, the Assyrian empire, the Neo-Babylonian empire, the Medo-Persian empire. Okay, you know, so on and so forth. The Greco-Roman empire. All right, and it talks about so-called America. All right, Babylon the Great. Okay, you know, the Lord don't talk about the Mongolians or these other empires. It does not matter. Okay, you know, the Lord doesn't talk about Genghis Khan. Okay, you know, the Lord talks about the important characters of his story. All right, and going into Babylon the Great, being so-called America, this is the place of the Lord's great judgment. Okay, read Daniel's 12th chapter. All right, this place we're heading into is going to be the worst time ever in history. Okay, because going into that transition of power. All right, because wealth is not destroyed, it's transferred. Okay, that's what's going to happen. You read Sirach 10th chapter. All right, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set up one that is profitable. Okay, So-called white man is not a profitable leader for the earth. Okay, he's the man of perdition, the man of destruction. All he does is destroy. Okay, and that's what he's been doing to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans since he's come out of the mountains, of his natural habitation. Okay, being Mount Seir. Okay, we just read the land of Uz. Okay, Basra. Okay, the cliffs of the rocks. All right, ever since this man has come out of the cliffs of the rocks, his whole mission was to destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, going to that entity between the two seeds. All right, the main story is between you Israelites and you Edomites. All right, that's why we're on the highways and byways. Who stops? Jacob and Esau. Okay, to condemn this, to kind of either condemn the scriptures or come up against the men of the Lord, or to listen. All right. Nonetheless, this whole story is about Jacob and Esau. All right. Right now we're in the world of Esau. That's what you just say. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. All right. We're at the end of this world, the end of this age, the end of the age of wickedness. All right. And the end of the age of wickedness is Esau, Edom. We just read, or I just quoted Malachi, the first chapter. They are the border of wickedness. All right. The border, meaning you enter into wickedness when you run into Esau, Edom. Okay. The so-called white man. All right. It tells you when he came into power, wickedness multiplied on the earth. All right. So, again, going into the point that this place has never been established to be here forever. This place has been built up for an example. Okay. And the Lord, YAHAWASHI, has these nuclear missiles, all right, to destroy this place. Okay. Everything is falling into place because why? Because according to biblical prophecy, this is what it said that was going to come to pass. All right. And that's what's happening. That's the explanation. All right. The why, the who, the when, the where. The scriptures tell you the story. And the scriptures put you up on game of what's going on. All right. But the point is that the Lord is only revealing those things to certain people. Okay. And that specifically talking about his elect. The rest of you people are in the dark because you love darkness. Okay. The people know within themselves that something is going on with this place. All right. This place is closing up shop. All right. This place is running out of time. All right. But people, because they love this place so much, going into, going into pretty much the Matrix movie. All right. They're going to fight to the death, to preserve the place that holds them, so much misery. Okay. Because at the end of the day, they don't know no better. But nonetheless, let me stay on the point of this lesson. Okay. This painting is called Destruction. Okay. Again, illustrated by the gentleman Thomas Cole. All right. This is the fourth painting in his series of painting called The Course of Empire. All right. And this fourth one being called Destruction. All right. And this is so-called America's fate. All right. It's Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. All right. Our punishment is finished. All right. Being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Our punishment is up. All right. Why? Because we sinned against our power. Therefore, he punished us for our iniquities. Okay. But it was that was for an appointed time. Okay. Because again, it's a balance. Okay. The Lord set up Esau, Edom, because the scriptures tell you what is, if I'm not mistaken, Psalm 17th chapter, that the wicked is thy sword, is the Lord's sword. All right. Pretty much the Lord's whipping stick. All right. The Lord used the so-called white man as our whooping stick. All right. But he set a time for our whooping to be up. All right. And when that time is up, that means Esau, where he sits, which is on high, he's going to be brought low. And where we are as a people, being the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, which are brought low, we're going to be ready to be put on high. Pretty much everything being put back in proper order. All right. But continuing, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. Okay. And that should be music to your ears. All right. Because still to this day, we are captives. How did we get to so-called America? All right. We were brought over here by cargo slave ships. Okay. And if you're, know the tribe, we were brought over here also because of prophecy's sake. Judah and Israel are pressed together. Okay. So-called America is the great land of our great captivity, just like ancient Egypt. That's why so-called America is considered modern day Egypt. All right. But continuing, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Okay. Because again, the so-called white man is being exposed. All right. He thought altogether that the Lord was for him. I am quoting Psalms the 50th chapter. All right, the Lord that he has done these things, the Lord has kept silence. All right, but that's not mean the Lord has not noticed. Okay, these other heathen nations think that the Lord has forsaken us. All right, but the Lord he turned his back for a moment. All right, but he's never been completely forsaken us. Okay, because again, going into the promise, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, that covenant. All right, the Lord would be a liar if he didn't fulfill his promise. Okay, though we forgot about YAHAWASHI, he didn't forget about us. Okay, and for his holy name's sake, he's gonna what? Have mercy on us. All right, but he's not gonna have mercy on Esau's habitation, being so-called America. All right, this place has to be cleansed, and that cleansing agent is thermonuclear missiles. All right, so this is Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Okay, because this is what the so-called white man has been doing since the beginning. All right, going back to Cain, this man has been hiding himself. All right, because he said it was in Genesis the 4th chapter that if roughly paraphrasing, if anybody finds out who he is, they're going to slay him. All right, because he's the wicked. Okay, this man has leprosy. He's sick. Okay, this man does not belong here on the earth. Okay, he is a vagabond, meaning he has no home. He's a scavenger. Okay, that's why he rapes, robs, steals, and so on and so forth, and does these things that he does. All right, because going into when I quoted Malachi the 1st chapter, the Lord laid him his heritage desolate. Okay, he has nothing. All right, that's why he has to steal everything. That's why he has to rape everything. That's why he steal everything, because the Lord took everything from this man, because he is the people of the Lord's curse. Okay, but one of the Esau's greatest weapons is deception, hiding himself, calling himself by different names. Okay, running. Okay, again, being a vagabond. All right, but the Lord has put the spotlight on this man. Okay, where he cannot hide, and that's why you can see things like him trying to cut off the YouTube, cut off the access to the truth. All right, but this, like Scripture say, there's nothing you can do against the truth but for the truth. All Esau is doing is digging himself deeper and deeper into a hole. All right, but continuing, his seed is spoiled. Right, his seed is spoiled. His seed has been spoiled since when? Since going back to Cain. All right, continuing, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, so going into, he's not cursed like other men. All right, he's not played as other men. Therefore, pride was encampeth him around about as a chain. Okay, he thinks nobody can do nothing to him. Okay, he's all powerful. He sits in the seat of God. Okay, thinking he is God. All right, but he's getting ready to find out that he's just a man. All right, this is Jeremiah 49:11. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and thy widows trust in me. Okay, the Lord is talking to his people. All right, Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And who is that? All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, going into slavery. All right, and then all the excruciating details that came along with that. Okay, still to this day, nothing has changed. We're still drinking that cup. All right, continuing, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Talking about the so-called white man. All right, Esau, Edom, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. All right, being all the things that this man has done unto us and be done unto him double. All right, tells you that in Revelation 18th chapter. Okay, a recompense. All right, from the Almighty. All right, Jeremiah 49:13. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, that Bosra shall become a desolation. All right, and where does these, remember that a place, before it's a place, there's a people. Okay, so who is the people of Bosra? All right, who makes up that land of Bosra? Okay, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right, where does this man dwell now? He dwells, of course, throughout the four corners of the earth, but where is his headquarters? All right, so-called America. Okay, so the Lord said Bosra is going to be become a desolation, so that people, okay, and then also what falls with it is their place. Okay, continuing, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. Okay, did not the scriptures tell you that they're going to hiss at the plagues? All right, a plague is a curse. All right, and that ultimate plague being these thermonuclear missiles. Okay, continuing, And all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. So New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, San Diego, Dallas, so on and so forth, Las Vegas, all right, all the major cities of this place are going to become what? Perpetual waste. Okay. And this is biblical prophecy. All we're doing is reading you the scriptures. That's why we're called messengers. All right. The Lord YAHAWASHI, this is his work. He's doing these things. Okay. We're just here telling you what he's doing. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna close out. Here's Obadiah. There's only one chapter, but Obadiah 1:17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, right? Just like it says in Isaiah 14 chapter. All right, the Lord's gonna have mercy on Jacob. All right. No, he's gonna leave a remnant. Of course, 2/3 of our own people, they're gonna be destroyed on the side, but all Israel shall be saved. Okay, but the so-called white man, Esau Edom, he's getting ready to be cut off and destroyed. All right, continuing. And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Okay, so I'm read again. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Okay, so going into what? Where is it? Is it Jeremiah 37 chapter? Where it says they shall rule over their oppressors. Or if I'm not mistaken, it might be Isaiah. It might be Isaiah 14 chapter. But you know, I'm trying to quote is where it says, "All they that spoil thee shall be a spoil." Okay, I'm loosely paraphrasing. I'm pretty sure it's Isaiah 37 chapter. All right, but you know, all these the things that are written in scriptures are pretty much reiterated. All right, there's no outlandish new, you know, so to say, revelation. Okay, the scriptures, you know, back up itself. Okay, you know, and going into outlandish breakdowns, you might be reading the wrong translation. You might be reading the book of Enoch or something. Okay, you know, but the truth, you know, of these holy scriptures are backed up by itself. Okay, and the Lord constantly reiterates himself, constantly repeats himself, because first and foremost, you know, his people, you knowing his people, they're hard-necked, they're rebellious. Okay, though thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI that delivered thee out of the land of Egypt. Why does he keep reiterating that? Because our people are quick to forget. All right, but the point is, the Lord does not forget. All right, so Obadiah 1:18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. All right, so the so-called white man is going to be destroyed. Okay, no, he's going to serve his time of slavery, and ultimately he's going to be cut off. All right, as thus saith the scriptures. All right, continuing, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Exactly, for thus saith the Lord YAHAWASHI have spoken it. Okay, so this is getting ready to come to pass, whether you like it or not. Okay, you know, this is the movie of YAHAWASHI. Okay, you know, whether you hear or forbear, there, you know, then shall they know a prophet have been among them. All right, we're here to prophesy, to foretell. All right, there's no longer, you know, we're getting into a time where the prophets are no longer going to prophesy no more. Why? Because it's playing out. Okay, again, prophesy means to foretell. All right, once that, you know, going into those prophecies speaking, there's no longer need to prophesy because it's here. All right, the return of YAHAWASHI is nigh. Okay, and going to the famine of the word, the Lord's getting ready to shut us up. All right, shut off access to this truth. Because why? Because the Lord is sealing that ark. All right, going into the times of Noah. Okay, they were marrying, drinking, giving to marriage. All right, not knowing that impending danger was right upon their shoulders. All right, upon their doorsteps. Okay, and that's the time we're in right now. All right, the Lord is getting ready to destroy so-called America, whether you like it or not. It don't matter if you've been here for 10 generations, 20 generations. Nobody cares. All right, well, we, the Lord, don't care, and we don't care. Okay, because this place is getting ready to be destroyed. You know, going into 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. All right, this place is getting ready to be what? Completely and utterly destroyed. Okay, and this goes into what should you be talking about? All right, what should you be meditating on? All right, you should first and foremost be meditating on how YAHAWASHI is going to have mercy on you. Lord's will, he has mercy on you. And I speak for first and foremost myself. Okay, because you're not going to be going into the magnitude of the destruction. All right, it's not going to be just, oh, look, this will happen over there, this will happen over there. No, this is going to be a mass scale judgment. Okay, you know, to some case, it's going to be overwhelming. And that's why we have the comforter for the Lord to ground us, to, you know, to keep us in the right mind state, going to Isaiah 33:6. All right, but the point is, this place is on its way out. All right, and it's just a matter of time. All right, and that time is, and again, that time is now. All right, and call YAHAWASHI, because hey, this place not the end all be all. All right, what's coming in is gonna far supersede this kingdom we're in now. Okay, because when the scriptures say, when the righteous are on authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is ready to be established here on the earth under YAHAWASHI and King David. All right, going into the tabernacles of David. Okay, the kingdom of heaven again going to, hey, it's a people before it's a place. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, first and foremost, speaking specifically to the first fruits being the elect. All right, you're getting ready to be the new rulers of this earth. Okay, and rightfully so, because that is your God-given right. All right, but Lord's witness be edifying. And as always, I'm going to give our praise to YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of MILLSTONE, and peace and blessings to the whole collective of Israel. Shalom.